Hey, what is going on, everybody? So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Something very meta. So meta that it's not even directly Marvel Strike Force related necessarily. Today's video is going to be me reacting to Mr. Hartgrave reacting to a racist, homophobic content creator. Now, I have Hartgrave's express permission to do this react, so it's not like I'm going to get YouTube strikes for this, but I will be commentating on his version of what took place, as the video in question from said content creator no longer exists on his channel. Maybe it was reported, maybe he took it down on his own. I actually don't know the full story on why it's not there anymore. What I do know is that he himself came after me, singling me out based on my own sexual orientation, and I do not take that kindly. I think it's disgusting, and I think that frankly it's none of his business what I do or don't. I was a bit on the fence about whether or not I would do anything, but I think it's important as a double minority here to stand up for myself and also to highlight what disgusting behavior is coming from someone in the Marvel Strike Force community. So without further ado, let's get this show started. Okay, so here we are on YouTube, and now this was on Mr. Hartgrave's channel. The video itself is labeled, and it's kind of hard because of my frames here. Mr. Hartgrave is still the worst. Mr. Hartgrave is still the worst Marvel Strike Force CC ever. You know, Hartgrave loves to do his his wacky titles here. So, but this video in particular is what we're going to be talking about because a particular content creator that's being covered in this video is the one in question who not only came out and started insulting me, but also quite a few other content creators, actually, including Tana, Wolverthor, and apparently he really loves Mobile Gamer and Valley Flying. So, you know, I guess he doesn't want to bite the heads at the top here, but it's funny who he will come after. So let's watch this together. We're going to full screen this, and, you know, I'm going to give my take on some of this. So a lot of what was said is actually probably towards the second half of the video, but we're gonna go through this anyways. Sorry that my frame cuts out some of this stuff.
If you're a content creator, you don't have time to watch other content creators. I stopped watching other content creators when I started making content because I didn't want to recycle content. I have to have my own thoughts and bring them to you. This is the closest I get, is when I watch somebody like this, and then I can talk like intelligently about it instead of just being like, oh yeah, some of the shit he says is, and I don't know, and yeah, I mean, some of his stuff.
So just to let people know, the reason, I'm pretty sure the reason why this square is blocking the person in question out is just so we don't give him a platform further than what he has already done. So what we're looking at here is Hartgrave on his stream. He was reviewing this video. I guess it was brought to his attention by one of his channel buddies, and he brought that up in his stream, and they're kind of watching it. This is what Hartgrave does. He kind of reviews other videos on occasion, and that's what we're at here. So we're kind of blanking out him because we don't want to say him by name. Some of you guys watching this might already know who it is. You know, I actually brought it up in my own Discord channel, and I also raised its attention to a few other envoys as well, just because of how disgusting
Thumbnails are like,
his comments
what?
were.
And then I'm like, this guy acting like he's doing a fucking deep dive iDubbbz content.
I should have said at the start that caution, there is swearing. Hartgrave does you know, a lot of that stuff. So if this bothers you, do skip, because you probably are going to hear quite a bit of this. So warning, warning, warning.
Content cop here, and he's only looked at thumbnails. Like, the fuck, dude? Like, why would you even say this shit if you haven't even, like, watched a video? Oh, his chat fucking hates him. Dude, like, absolutely. No, I'm glad you picked up on that. Like, actually valid. Okay. I actually agree with him.
Yeah, so he goes on at Hartgrave about being idiotic.
He's saying here that my humor is an hour, okay?
A lot of this is actually about Hartgrave, but he does talk about other people.
In about a second, so let's watch that part. Okay, I am pretty much positive that he just lied. Like, there's no fucking.
Let's get to some of the stuff about
said
me,
this because
that's what we're here to talk about.
Says I do it for the content.
So that's
like, I'm not even fucking salty on Valley. I'm fucking dumb. Maybe that doesn't give me as many clicks, but I don't fucking care. I take losses weekly for the content about the game.
And I'm also gonna leave a link to the actual full video down below for anyone who hasn't seen it. You know, do actually watch the full thing. I think it's really important. But because it's, you know, this video is particularly about me and what he had to say about me, we're going to jump to that point, which I believe is just over halfway through, and that's the important bit here. So we're going to skip ahead here. Where was it? Maybe it's 2/3 through. There we go. Okay, so somewhere around here.
Videos, right? Routinely. Who the fuck are you to throw stones, motherfucker? Oh, chat. Valgrath, did you hear that?
So what Hartgrave is pointing at here in this part is basically said content creator flat out says he doesn't like me because he doesn't like gay people. So this is quite interesting because he admits that he has never talked to me. I have never said anything to him, never had any interactions with him, nothing at all. And it's a bit strange, I think, for someone. It's very, I don't know. I was going to use a baseball reference, but I'm not very sportsy. What am I kidding? But it's just really out there to suddenly come at somebody that you've never spoken to before or had any interactions with and think that's okay.
Did you hear that? Okay. Yeah, right? Just changed, didn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't even be looking at this video if I didn't know he said that. Yeah. So, did you miss it? Do you want me to play it again? Does everybody want me to play it again, or did you hear it? Yeah, chat's going off right now. Did everybody hear it? Did everybody hear what he had to say about my man Boyle? It's very distressing, okay, that he puts this out. Look, if you want to be that way in a 3-hour fucking video, put the shit at the end. Okay, only like 400 people have seen this total.
I think a little bit more than 400 have seen it now. That being said, I believe if you want to see the full context of what he said, not Hartgrave, but what he said when Hartgrave reviewed it, you would probably need to watch his Twitch stream. It might be available on his YouTube channel. I'm not sure if he posted the full thing there. Maybe he did. This was sort of the edited down version because there was a fair bit of it that I had to sift through myself. I think there was about 20 minutes of him going off on other content creators. So you're not going to see that part of it here. But if you're curious about what went on, then I would encourage you to go over onto Hartgrave's channel. I think he might have a version of that you can watch about that.
Only 400 people have seen this total. And you have to put something like that at the start of your video, at the start of your 3-hour video. There's only going to be like 3 people that make it to the end. And you can't even just move this back or have the fucking foresight to edit it out or not let this hit YouTube. Calling me idiotic is fine. Saying that
Thank you for the shout out, Mr. Hartgrave, in your clip here.
You don't like Boyle because of his sexuality? What the fuck is actually wrong with you, asshole? To exist in our community and be like that towards someone who is a prominent figure in our community? What the actual fuck? You take 6,000 people who you have access to, your
6,000 subscribers on I was about to say his name. I'm not gonna give him not going to give him a platform, but it's funny because, despite him having more subscribers than me, he's definitely not pulling in the views. And I don't care if those are shots fired. He knows it. He should know it. And I think he just needs to disappear, frankly. But, it's just, I don't know where all those subs are coming from. Maybe they're fake subs. Maybe there are, people who forgot about him. I guess that's the case.
6,000 subscribers, and you try to put them on a side on that issue? What the fuck is wrong with you? Wow. He went further.
Now, I missed this on my first watch of this clip. I don't know why. I'm not laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not a funny issue. But yeah, he goes further before talking about me. He does say, so not only is he homophobic, he's transphobic. I mean, I have to say that the majority of people who are homophobic also tend to be transphobic. Not always the case, but, it's no surprise here, I guess. And he goes on to say that he doesn't like woke people. Honestly, I think the fact that he's even using that word, I don't even use that word. I don't, I guess I'm not woke. I don't know.
So not just gay, trans, or woke even. Anyone who's okay with other people living is also a problem for him. Fuck you, sir. Do we have to go further? Do we want to hear more of this shit, or are we done at this point? Is everybody done? I think he goes on to say how he doesn't mind if we all cancel him. So we're free to cancel him. It won't bother him one bit. Want to go further? Want to see how he rolls with that? I want to see if his chat fucking goes nuts. Because my chat's gone fucking insane. My chat, I've never seen so much fucking activity in my chat before in my fucking time out here. He's never fucking talked to him?
Oh yeah, this one's a good one. So this happened a little bit after he started saying stuff about me, and he openly admits that he's never spoken to me, that he has never, he's just, apparently he's creeping my videos though, because he knows a few things about me. He knows that I made a video back in June, during Pride Month, where I came out to the channel and so on. And every now and then, most people on my channel know that I'm essentially running 3 accounts. But one of those 3 accounts is my partner's account, who he quit, unfortunately. But, it is what it is. And he took that language that I used, the word partner, and I guess connected the dots there, like a lot of people did, because I use very neutral terminology in that way. And, it's funny what he said about it.
He just doesn't like him because of his sexuality.
Yeah, he just doesn't like looking at me.
Isn't even like a part of his content. God knows me being woke is part of my content. It's all over my channel. He doesn't even know it. So I guess he doesn't like me either. He just, oh yeah, no, I looked at him. He made one video about.
And what's interesting, actually, the comment that is said here about just looking at me and doesn't liking me, I would say that's borderline. I mean, we know that he has had racist tendencies. This person in question has actively used the N-word in his own alliance, his alliance cluster. He got thrown out of it. I don't know the full story, but other envoys have told me about this. This maybe happened over a year ago. And, I'm actually someone I'm not white, obviously. I am actually half Japanese. So I would say that, saying something like this is racist, because he's saying that because looking at me physically, now he doesn't go out and say that directly because he probably doesn't know anything about me. But, I take that kind of seriously a little bit there.
About this. During fucking Pride Week, during the fucking Pride event that his game was covering. For fuck's sake. Creeps him out?
Oh yeah. This is a good one too. I never talked with him, but looking at him ... creeps me out.
He's a fucking Canadian. He lives in...
Oh yeah, I'm Canadian.
Fucking Canada. What the fuck is creepy about that? Canada's like the nicest fucking place. Canadians are wonderful fucking people. How the fuck does that creep you out? I don't think there's any street crime in Canada. No one even owns guns.
Now that was debunked a little bit because people do own guns. That being said, it's nowhere near the likes of the U.S. and the way that, I'm not, whatever amendment, I honestly don't remember. But, things are much different here than they are down south. That being said.
Holy shit. Boilon's probably the one guy on YouTube that I would have absolutely no reservations about meeting in public.
Oh, look at that. So he'd meet me in public. Oh, man, Hartgrave, you don't know anything about me. I could be carrying a shiv on me. Who knows? I don't actually. But you never know.
I would be like, yeah, I'll go hang out with Boyle. What the fuck? What's going to happen? He's from Canada. Like, I'm not worried.
Now I need to just, debunk everything he thinks about me here. But,
At all. So he actually watched Boyle's videos. He's watched like nobody else's videos, but he'll like anger watch Boyle's videos and like pick apart shit that he says. What the fuck is this?
So at one point in his own video, said person's video, which is now gone, he said something like, no partner, no thank you.
He said he had a partner once. And I was like, oh no, I know what that means. I
love that. The voice. I love his voices. It's really funny. Like that made me laugh.
Know what that means. You're wrong. You're absolutely fucking wrong. You have the most...
So we're in 2021, and I guess because I actually got him a little bit confused. I thought he was in Brazil, but no, it turns out he's in Portugal. You know, and it's sad actually because both me and my partner we went to Portugal in 2018 and into Lisbon, and we had a really great time. And actually, we want to go back. And I don't think that he represents probably the wider majority of the country, or hey, maybe maybe it was just Lisbon. Maybe Lisbon's the only great place to go, and everywhere else is crap. I don't know. Maybe someone else can tell me. But you know, I did enjoy the time that I was there, and it seems like maybe someone like him could be in the minority. I would think he's in the minority, but hey, if there's any Portuguese people out there or from Portugal watching my videos at all, feel free to comment down below. Maybe I'm just terribly wrong.
Wrong takes on every content creator, and then you come to Boil and you say the worst shit possible. You're absolutely fucking wrong, and you're wrong to be talking to this community at this point.
So I'm glad that and thanks Mr. Hartgrave for coming out and saying some of this stuff, because a lot of people who probably follow my channel know that I don't typically get really angry or anything like that. I'm not ragey. Typically like Hartgrave is. I'll leave it to him, and other people who do that kind of stuff. For me, I've been trying to keep a more positive approach lately to the game, to Strikeforce and whatnot, because I think that's just better overall for me. And things have to be really bad to get me to rage, and I think that's when people know it's bad, right? When I get really pissed off, and I'm visibly pissed off, because that doesn't happen that frequently. Anyways.
You're wrong. Boil is fully accepted in this community. There is no part of this community that has a problem with Boil. He is a full envoy now. He's been accepted by the game.
Maybe this guy's upset. Maybe he's jealous. Maybe feels threatened. Who knows? Right? I mean, some people do some pretty outrageous stuff and lash out in some pretty interesting ways when they feel threatened.
We don't accept you. When's the last fucking time anyone's done a fucking collab with this fucking guy? Look, I just call him Boil. I just call him Boil. I can't say his name right, so I just call him Boil, okay? I don't say I don't like him because of his sexuality. Is that all right? I'll be honest. I don't know how to say his name.
Boilon. And actually, a lot of people, you could make this really simple, and actually this is probably the most accurate way of describing it. Is you could just separate the syllables here. Boil on. Some people break it up here and say Boilon. I'm not bothered either way, however people want to say my name. Admittedly, I actually stole the name about 2 decades ago, when I was like 10 years old and I was playing EverQuest. Some people don't know the origin stories of my name. Yeah, I actually stole it from somebody when I was like 10 years old, and I was playing EverQuest, the MMO, in case people don't remember that game. And I was playing that, and then any game afterwards, so like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 11, some of these other games that I played, I started using that name, and then it just stuck after that. So my apologies if that guy I stole the name from 20 years ago.
But I don't hate on him for who he loves. So I think maybe I got a point in my chart for that one. I think he's done. I think he's done with his bigotry. So now he's just going to play the game. So he got his bigotry out of the way in the first 30 minutes.
Mostly.
And then he's going to go on to just play a mobile video game for the next 2 hours and a half. We got the shit casino to apologize properly for.
So I would encourage anyone who wants to see the full version of this to check out Mr. Hartgrave's channel. I believe here, let's check. So this was a video on his channel. If we click on YouTube and we go over to his channel, I don't know if he's got the full stream. It might be just on his Twitch. I think he didn't actually put it up on YouTube. But if you go on to Mr. Hartgrave's Twitch channel, I believe that you can find the full stream there. And it's roughly about an hour and a half into that stream. And I think that today is technically Thursday. I'm recording this on Thursday night. I believe this was Wednesday night that he covered it. So if you're interested in going back and checking that out, you can go to his twitch.tv/Mr. Hartgrave and probably find that version there. Surprised he normally releases the full streams on YouTube, so I'm surprised he hasn't. Anyways, that's the end of me reacting to his react of the video that no longer exists because it's down for whatever reason. And what I want to say in the end here is that for anyone who might be a supporter of this content creator, and I use content creator very loosely because I guess he is, but you know, his stuff is questionable. He is a questionable individual, and he is someone who has he's very reprehensible. He should be condemned, and I think anyone that supports him does not properly support me, and I wouldn't want anyone who supports him to support me. So if this makes sense, you know, if you feel that what this person has said is acceptable, then I don't think that you should be on my channel. I don't think that you should be a subscriber to my channel. I don't think that you should, you know, be on my Discord or whatever. Because if you think that's okay, it's not okay. And so I want people to know that. And whether you're a part of my YouTube community or you're part of my Discord community or whatever, I want you to know that stuff like this is not okay. And it's not acceptable. And it's 2021. Get over it. So honestly, if there's anyone here who feels that way, then you can see the door, because I'm not going to change who I am. And it's really not been a part of a lot of my content, but he seems to, you know, try to make it that way. And so I really found it insulting and, you know, frankly, you know, quite astonishing that that would even become an issue. I didn't think in my wildest dreams that I would have to come on here and talk about him. So I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to give him a platform to say. A lot of you probably figured that out or might know. If not, I'm sure someone will mention it at some point. And so you know, I can't stop people from saying that, and I'm not going to. And I don't care. You know, if he knows or not, he's going to find out. Probably he's going to find out about this Hartgrave video, and that's fine. I don't care. But I want everyone to know that that's not okay. And being the sort of only I think I'm the only really content creator for Marvel Strike Force, part of the LGBT community. Like I said, I'm a bit of a double minority here. You know, I'm also not white. I take this a bit seriously. So, yes, that's the end of this react. And we'll get back to our normal content this weekend, hopefully. But I wanted to raise this to people's attention. Also, we don't have a blog post video coming because of Thanksgiving. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, that you enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving, what's left of it, your Black Fridays and what have you this weekend. And I will see you all again soon. So until then, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.